you said that, yeah, tomorrow is the last talk and then 2 times a week. And I can't even imagine what that must mean for you guys in India, for what you were going through, especially in Mumbai. And you just sharing the news that you might have to be 1 more month in lockdown. I don't have any words for that. So, and that's why more acknowledgement, Anu, for what you have created, because I don't know how you all would have overcome this situation without having the possibility to connect every and to share. And Anu asked me to have this session today, and I was thinking, what am I going to share? And what came up is, Anu knows me, I'm a very spontaneous person. I always look, what is the energy of the day and what it's telling, so I don't have a plan. And what I have discovered from myself is I want to listen, because the most important aspect of being in communication is listening. And as Anu said, Saraswati hasn't shared yet, so she's going to share tomorrow. She's very nervous. Just be relaxed. Yeah, you're just talking about what you want to share and people are listening. And that's what I want to invite you. So today is an invitation. First, again, I really want to acknowledge Anu, and I want to share how I met her. And then later, I want to invite all of you to share. Without any questions, without any analysis, just everybody sharing what you just want to share. Yeah, so just releasing, letting go, what's on your mind, what's on your tongue, what you just want to let go, especially now that you've also got that message from Anu, but maybe those in Mumbai and India already know about the extension of the lockdown. So it's just imagine we are sitting somewhere in the dark, the large fire, and we're just sitting in a circle, and everybody is just sharing what he or she wants to share, without any comments, without any analysis, without anything adding to it, just only listening. Because I can imagine that being in a lockdown for so long now, all over the world, and the toughest lockdown in the world is in India, it might also just be good that you can just only share without anybody adding anything to it. Just you saying what you want to say. And we are all listening. So before I invite you to share, I want to share how I met Anu. And that was at a meeting of the Meta Health Conference. At that time we called it conference, and it was Meta Medicine Conference in Estonia in 2011. And Anu's master trainer was my dear good friend, Richard Flug. You all know him. And so I even don't know if I met Anu before, but Richard then invited his students and also me to his room, because he did a recording and just wanted me to be present and to share something. And there I was also introduced to Anu. And then she asked me something, because she knew I was an eye doctor, and she asked me, oh, she's got a case with somebody who's got color blindness. And what can I say about it from the perspective of meta vision, meta health in the eyes? So I was really delighted, because a lot of people were somehow intimidated by me. They hardly spoke to me about eye cases. I don't know, maybe because they thought, oh, when they share it, I think they don't know enough. So Anu was very open, just frankly asked me, and I shared with her, and I was really very impressed about how she presented the case and about her whole personality. And then later, she said, okay, what you told me, I'm going to work with the client, and then can I call you back on Skype? And I said, yes. Yeah. So some months later, I got a call from Anu, and she said, wow, what you told me was so accurate. And I worked with them, and it had an impact on them. And I was so surprised, because theoretically, I knew what it was about, but I've never worked with a client in that context. And I was so surprised, and that she had an impact on that topic with the client. And I said, wow, this lady must have some skills that's just amazing. I knew the theory, but she put it in practice, and I was so impressed. That was amazing. And it was also that Richard Flug then later said that this is going to be his last conference with Meta Medicine. He's going to start his own thing. And he said, Anu Mehta needs a master trainer. Can you take over because she's so good? And I said, yes, of course. So at the conference in Sharm el Sheikh, I then spoke to that president of IMA at that time, Johannes Histlinger, and said, Anu has now completed her training and she should become a master trainer. And also that happened and she got her certificate there. And I even didn't know what that meant to her. She later told me that, and I didn't know what it meant to her, because for me it was just normal. There's a student who's very good, who went through all the training, who had achieved really extraordinary results with their clients, and it was clear for me that she becomes a master trainer. And when she later told me that she is the first master trainer for more than 1 billion people in India, what that meant to her, then I really got it. And I said, wow, that is a huge, huge responsibility this lady is carrying. And now she's going to spread all this knowledge, this wisdom with her friends and colleagues in India. And that's a huge task. And I can, from that day on, my respect for Anu Mehta is immense. Because I've been to India several times, even before I became an IMA member. The first time was in the 90s. And the situation, let's call it the daily psychopathology, yeah, is immense. It's immense. And what you are creating, and you also in India, you're unique, combining homeopathy also with Meta Health, and then what Anu also created when she attended Sharm el Sheikh, the Lucia color training that I did, the collapse psychology. She now has created something new with art therapy, and that's something unique. And so the respect that I have for Anu is the respect that I have for the whole Indian community. Because the challenge that you are facing in this country, not only health-wise, but in all aspects of life, is immense. Yeah, and that you are also the ones who are reminding all of us from IMA what community means, what commitment means with creating this daily sessions now for the 80th time. So I just thank you on behalf of all of the Meta Health community for what you have been creating. So thank you very much. And that's also why I have so deep respect for you that I'm not here to teach you anything today. I just want to listen to your stories. So that's an invitation. And those of you who accept it, you can just share what you want to share, just sharing without any comments, without any analysis, just sharing and listening. So that's what I invite you today.
So we didn't think and create this, and this is very big, because for me,
we love you, Anu.
We love you, Anu.
We love you so much.
Anu, we are here. We are right here. We are right here with you.
You are a very strong person, Anu. We all love you.
अरे डालो डालो हिंदी गाने डालो. कुछ पेपी लगा दो यार. सारी बोलेंगे नहीं तो बैठ के.
No, don't do Siappa. Come on, smile. We love you.
रोते रोते हंसना सीखो.
You know what? When you don't get appreciated all your life, and then I'm sorry, it's just been too much. Okay, so this is what I would like to say. We all have talent, but you have to be lucky like me to meet people who can tell you that you've got talent. I don't hear that otherwise. Me getting my master trainer's degree, I never thought I'd get it. I was the last person who was called, my name was called on that day. And that was big. Talking about my abuse in UK was big. This is bigger than anything else because I think my receiving is very blocked and I have a lot to learn. The bigger one that I have to learn is I don't think I'm very authentic. I don't think I think we have a lot to work in the field of how we treat how we treat women in our country, how we treat people in our country, and how quiet we get at times just to protect something or someone. Dr. Kwesi, you acknowledging me got tears in my eyes because the only person who used to acknowledge me like that was my dad. I would reach home with a certificate, with a medal, and he would look at me even when I was 40 and say, "What are you doing next? I really care for you." I often don't hear people interested in anybody else other than themselves. And that's when I started these talks. I said, I have to move aside and make other people come here because what's the growth without people growing? What's the growth without just if I have to stand there and tell you I know it all, I can never know it all. I can never know it all. But you know what, guys? When you're growing, you sometimes need just someone who's looking at you bicycling and standing behind and saying it's possible. That you can do it. And that person is sitting here. And I'm very lucky. I think I've been very, very lucky in my life. I've met many, many people, starting with Richard Fluke, who said, you can do it, you can go and train. And training, I didn't even know what that meant. I was a housewife, guys, sitting at home, managing my 2 kids and managing my world. That was my world. I used to love studying, but I never knew I'd done something amazing or big. Everything was an accident. And I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. In our country, in every corner and nooker, you'll find a person who is very talented. But you don't find them finding people who will tell you that you're talented. This lockdown hasn't been easy for me either. It's been every day is a challenge. And I have been at times very inauthentic because maybe 10 minutes before coming over here, I was crying, would have washed my face, put on a makeup, put on a smile and come here. It's because it was not about me. This was about you guys coming together, a community coming together. It was about people needed this right now. They needed someone to look, when they look back, they needed someone to smile and say, everything is going to be fine. So I think the tears are mixture of when you never get appreciated and then you do and you get acknowledged, it can be a lot. It's too much. It's probably easier to take criticism and know that you've not done good enough or you've not been your best. But it's very difficult to know and to accept that you've done enough. And it takes lifetime at times to go ahead and keep trying to create something that you are proud of. I didn't plan out these 80 sessions. They are happening, and I mean it. We started with one call of 27-year-old who said, I'm having palpitations and anxiety attack. That's where this started. With Shahina standing up, we have Sarso standing up, we have all of you standing up, and then each speaker standing up till even today this Zoom is not mine. I mean, Shahina has donated it to me right now and said you can use it. It's not that I cannot afford it. It's not about money, guys. It's about collective connections. It's not about somebody telling me, oh, you can't afford it and I can give it to you, or I'm bigger than you. It was about how I can cooperate with you and how we can make this happen. It just happened. And believe me, there have been times when I said, I'll only do it till the 30th. Even today, somebody called me up and sent me 2 names of the speakers and said, you must have them on board. And when you say you must have them on board, I'm sitting down and saying, but we are closing down. And then I'm saying, maybe we are not closing down. And then I hear that Bombay is on shutdown for another 1 month. So if required, we'll do it 3 times. If required, we'll do it 2 times. I just want you guys to know I'm not perfect. I didn't think and work. I just worked. And I didn't work for an appreciation or criticism. It just happened. And each one of you sitting here can make it happen. Just pray to God, inshallah, that you have more Dr. Kwezis and more of Richard Fruits in the world who can tell you that you can do it.
Anu, we love you the way you are, for what you are. And we never wanted you to be perfect. We just love you the way you are. Do you love us? Yeah, Anu? Anu, do you love us?
गायब हो गई यार, इतने प्यारे प्यारे तो झुमके पहन के आई थी.
तुमने पहले तारीफ नहीं की ना, इसके लिए.
मुझे लगा अनु तेरे झुमके बहुत लग रहे हैं.
You know, if I didn't love you guys, I wouldn't be here right now.
So you can smile and tell us. We want to see you smiling. Smile and tell us.
Okay. Can you guys just take over this meeting right now? Give me 3 minutes, please, so that I can hold myself together. Thank you.
Yeah.
So when I invited you to share, I made a mistake. Please, in English. I don't speak Hindi.
You should have invited her last.
Oh God. No, but in fact, I've been telling my husband, my family, what am I going to do after 9:30? We'll have to plan out something. We'll look for something to do. I really don't know what to do. So it's a fact. It's going to be a bit quiet. Yes, definitely. For all of us who's here. Because we would make it a point to finish everything. And yes, 9:30. Okay, on.
Exactly, Dr. Archana. The same thing when I was thinking, oh my God, now what? My daughters actually came down from Delhi, and I was telling them that 31st my sessions will be getting over. The sessions will be getting over, and then and I was thinking, oh my God, no, it should continue. It should continue. Oh gosh, seriously.
Okay, friends, friends, I completely understand everyone's sentiment, but let us rephrase our sentence. Our sessions are not ending. It is going to happen twice a week.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I
Yes, so
know, I
let's
know.
be
Yes,
present
yes,
to it.
Attendance.
Only difference will be it will be twice a week and not daily. That's it.
yes, yes, yes. Absolutely.
And that twice a week will be like full attendance. No, nobody would be wanting to, miss those sessions.
Full attendance with eyes wide open.
I'm so sorry about that breakdown. I just had to.
Wide open.
I'm so sorry. So I would invite everybody to talk. Please. I mean, it's okay to see me crying. It's fine because
That is
most of you
completely
think,
fine,
you
Alu.
know. Pardon? I
That
wish
is
I'd
completely fine.
I
You
wish
don't
I'd
have to be
planned it
perfect.
out and called it the Bollywood tears. Okay. So why don't you all share and take the invitation that Dr. Kwesi is
You
doing?
you look pretty even when you are crying.
It's okay.
I think we all have a divine right to cry if we want to, and if we don't cry, then I think there is something wrong with us, I would say.
Yeah,
it's it's so natural, and I think people should be crying more often because we suppress our tears much more than we should, and we are trying to project a very perfect front, which I don't really understand. And I think that shows how human we are, and that those tears connect us more with each other than our laughter does.
absolutely. I think Anu has been a very good example in this. We normally refrain ourselves from crying, and I think this is the best thing that one can do, and connect with each other because everyone resonates, some way or the other. So yes, thank you. Shouldn't be sorry for what happened, Anu. We are grateful that you found the audience to be, to share your emotions with us. हंसी तो सबके साथ इंसान शेयर कर लेता है, बट रोना ही एक ऐसी चीज है जो बहुत कम लोगों के सामने होता है. So we are actually thankful for that. Thank you.
Again, I didn't plan this out. It's just been it's been very difficult on all ends. So I think it was, in between that, if anybody is going to find something good, yeah. Anyway, guys, I want you to really get into, forget my tears. That's part of human being, and I'm not ashamed of my tears at all. If I wouldn't call you friends otherwise, right? It's okay. If I have to put up a front in front of you guys, then what's the point of this forum? This forum wasn't about pretense. It was about real things. And somewhere, my mom picked it up 2 days back and said, "Hey, you were crying." And I said, "No, I wasn't." And she said, "No, you were crying." Often I've questioned this to myself, does she really love me or not? If somebody can sit across and can actually understand how you're feeling, they must really love you somewhere and care for you somewhere. And believe me, I do care for all of you. And this forum was and has not been created for broadcasting or making someone look bright or beautiful or anything of that sort. This started from something. And it's going to take its own shape and it's going to go in its own way. But really, I mean it. If you don't have people who can support you, you can make money. But if you don't have people who support you, call yourself that's the end of your life, because you have to have not right people. You have to have people who can treat you like a human being. And that's so important in this life, guys. So important. So when you ask for abundance, I often see people only asking for money. Ask for support. Ask for people like Dr. Kwesi. Ask for people like Joanne, who's there on this forum. Ask for people like Richard Fluke. Ask for people, because these are the people who will hold you. Money will not hold you. You can have a Midas touch, but what's the point of having so much of money that everything turns only into money and gold, but you can't have anyone to have company with, share yourself with. So life is about sharing and really being genuine, And Kwesi often says, have you been authentic? And that's one question. And that's one phrase I think I've used it so often that most of my students picked it up, authenticity. We didn't know what that meant, Kwesi, because we like copywriting. You know how it is. We like copying things in India. We don't even know that we're not supposed to do it. When I went first time to Czech Republic, and I went to the library in International School of Prague, and I picked up a book and told them, please copy this and give it to me. And the man looked at me, his eyes kind of popped out, and I was like so innocently asking him, can you just copy this and give it to me? And that's when he looked around and he said, that's not allowed by the law. I didn't even know that. You see, there are so many things we don't know till you travel. Real education is not in the books. Real education is when you walk with people and you understand them. You understand so many things about them. You understand what life is all about. Life is not about just being perfect in anything. Life is about living it completely. And I wouldn't be alive if my work was not there with me. I wouldn't be doing all this. This is a gift I got, and this is a gift I am giving you right now. That it's okay to be yourself. I really didn't plan out that I'm going to cry. I didn't think, anything. But it just happens sometimes. Things happen. Accidents happen. Good stuff happens. Bad stuff happens. And that's okay. We got to move on from there. I would really urge each one of you, let me call out names and then just share yourself. So Shraddha, would you go ahead and share? You're the first person.
I can talk without the video on.
Yeah, perfect. Talk without the video on. But what's behind that screen that you have put for yourself? My good friend Karen is here from Prague. This gave me an opportunity to connect with so many people who meant something to me, who had a meaning in my life. And that's what this forum is about. And I'm sure you have people in your life who mean something to you. Did you pick up the phone and tell them what they meant to you? Even now, if you waited, can you imagine you are talking about abundance when you can't even pick up the phone and tell them what they meant for you? Even if you're angry, tell them, I'm angry with you. Yeah, Shraddha, go ahead.
I want to, I'm so thankful. I want to start by thanking you. I'm already welled up. I'm happy that I found one of the teachers who, as you said about authenticity, and that is right now on my vision board, that word and what it means to apply it in life. It has brought amazing perspectives for me, having you as a teacher. Having said this, I just am in this space right now where I've realized that I have been so about ideals and wanted to have a perfect father, perfect mother, the ideal father, ideal mother and this lockdown, if anything, has brought me so close to understanding that idealism is the worst space to be in. And I have seen, so the lockdown has brought glimpses of an entire, I would say, a broad spectrum of emotions, with people living in the house, of whirlwinds of happiness to aggression to anger to it's like seen it all, experienced so much. It has also brought this new understanding of acceptance, that when I see my parents, I've seen my father very, very violent, and it has really scared me. I've never seen this behavior in him ever, and what it has brought out. And it has allowed me to accept that mental imbalance and living with it is something that parents also can have. Mental imbalance and living with it. Is my voice echoing? I am glad that on accepting this, on realizing this, an entire array of memories of how my childhood went with them just ran past me, and it just allowed me to feel free that this is what it is, and I'm free. I told myself, and I told them, I really told myself that I really free myself and you from being the daughter that I want you all to have me as, and from being the father that I wanted you to be. And it has changed. The biggest change I see in myself now is the boundaries that I now see, where I can draw lines of not really expecting them to behave or expecting myself to be treated in a way, and it's released me and it's freeing me and it's so liberating, and I have only you to thank for this.
You know, Dr. Kwesi says something, Shraddha. Acknowledge
Thank you
yourself.
so much.
Acknowledge yourself.
Yes,
You
I
stood
do.
there as an observer, not giving up. Give yourself that credit.
Yes, I'm still, yeah, I
You
want to
have
reach
to go
there
through it
also.
for another 1 month. there's no escape. There's no running away.
Thank you so much. I want to just thank you enough on having me as your student.
Thank you, Shraddha.
Thank you.
Dr. Rahi, would you unmute yourself and share yourself today, please? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say that Anu was introduced to me by my healer, Kavita, and the speciality of Anu is whoever she comes in contact with, she makes them their own. It's their family. The family goes on extending, and she just, I mean, you must be feeling that I have never said this to you, Anu, but yeah, you have always taken everyone कारवां में आपके, और you every time you are having a keen nazar on us. कुछ हो रहा है, कुछ कभी भी contact करो, कभी भी, you have never said no. Every time we run to you, take a refuge in you, and you are there to help us. And all these things, I may not have attended them every day, but I know that next day I have to listen to it. And it's a great security that you are there. It's absolutely too good to feel that there is someone to love you every time. Every time I'm so sure that yes, at least there is one person who will love you definitely, unconditionally, and that is Anu.
Thank you. Dr. Rashmi Arora. Dr. Rashmi Arora, are you there? Okay, Saraswati Pradhan. She's going to be talking tomorrow, guys. We have to hear her. Sarso. We've named her how many things? Tarso, Sarso. She's happily taken all the names. Sarso, where are you?
She has gone out, Anu. She will come back, I guess. Yep.
What is new about her? She will come back. Okay. Dr. Nutan.
Well, that's a surprise. I'm so overwhelmed with Anu's love, and I just owe tons of love and gratitude to her. She's been angel. I believe in angel, and when I met Anu, I started believing that I have got someone in my life who is been really huge inspiration for me. And I was not prepared for all this little, I don't know what I'm going to say, but I can just, truly bow down to Anu and her nature of unconditionally giving people. That's what I have learned from her. And she has given every other thing which she have, given is bonus. I am grateful for her love and the wisdom she have offered each and every person. She have welcomed every stranger. She have named them any newcomer on this platform. She have, offered them some healing or, some reading, whether it is Cordy or it is card. She have included everybody who needed this love. And I'm amazed with this quality of hers. Lots of love, Anu. We all love you so much. And tons of gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we, this is getting a little awkward to be really honest. Can we talk about something else other than just me? Because like I said, it's, to be really honest, this is about you guys. So,
Sorry, Anu, but I was just following Dr. Quasi's instructions. It was just, I said, this is a surprise for me because you called my name so suddenly. I was like, okay, theek hai. But
Dr.
that's okay.
Manorama.
You need to learn this, right? You need to learn receiving. So learn.
Yeah. Dr. Manorama. Oh my God. This is an blue-eyed devil, right? Sitting there. Yes, Dr. Manorama.
Anu, I really don't have words to express, but I'll share my experience, yesterday's experience. There was a fight on trivial things that usually happens in every house, and I was really in a bad shape. I was going to sleep and thoughts were coming, and I just thought of going on the terrace and going down.
Yeah.
And I thought, who is the last person to talk to? And you were the person. That I would call you, just hear your voice, and that's it. That feeling I have for you.
Thank you.
Love you. Thank you so much. But now today I'm fine. Everything is great.
Shahina, you want to share? Can I? Shahina is someone who's been a backbone for me during this program. Shahina, please unmute.
Hi, Anu.
Hi.
So we all know Anu is a lovely person. There is no doubt about it. And these sessions were very helpful for me from day one. So it helped me to stay calm. And when I am calm, people around me, my family members, it helped them also to understand that there is nothing to worry about. It is just an infection. And if I talk about facts and figures just to help them, reduce their anxiety and panic, it's very minimal. So not mortality rate is less, and also people are recovering from it. So anybody who's getting infected, not necessarily that person is going to die. So this learning in first few session and also the EFT tapping helped me to remove the fear from my mind. And then all the different modalities that I learned in these sessions helped me to instill this learning and experience. So after few days, so maybe after 1 month or 15-20 days, I spoke to Anu one day and I said, see, nobody's even asking question about fears nowadays. so they are more curious to know what are they going to learn next and how are they going to improve or how are they going to develop themselves. Nobody's talking about fear about coronavirus nowadays. So that was the beauty of these sessions, that even in this challenging times, we came out of our fears and we started focusing on developing our own self, taking care of our mental health. And if we take care of our mental health, we influence people around us, and that helped to keep environment in my family calm and relaxed throughout. Thank you very much for organizing these sessions.
Thank you so much for supporting me and being there. After every session, I've given her a call, given her and Aarti a call and said, hey, how was the session? And give me feedback. And they've always promptly, and there are times when I've given Dr. Kwesi a call, how was it? It's not to know whether it was good or bad. It's to know, okay, was it okay? I mean, it's some kind of that support that you need at the end of the day. I told you, the kind of support that probably I needed and I've got is, when you turn around and you're bicycling and you turn around and you're bicycling rightly for the first time, and then you turn around and then you look back and then you see someone smiling and saying you can do it. And that little bit makes you go so far. It's okay. Even if you fell down from that bicycle, it's fine. Get up again. You have hurt, put the bandages again, go back, and don't give up trying. Don't give up trying. Shamla.
My pleasure completely, Anu, for being here. And thank you for allowing me to do it.
Thank you. Shamla, would you like to?
Yes, Anu. How are you feeling now?
I think I can be very honest here. I'm feeling as if I'm sitting in a daze, and this is like I'm not feeling I'm here. I'm probably out of my body right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to manage this for the next 2 hours, and probably I'll probably be looking at myself after that. I think I'm in a good place. I think I'm with my friends and I'm in a good place. But I really, really wish to God that I was able to make certain decisions in my life and move ahead and create what I need to create for myself. Really.
You know what, Anu, you are an amazing person. I mean, it's like an angel on earth, and I'm very thankful for the lockdown. Actually, lockdown is a blessing for me just because of you, Anu. I mean, you have done so much for people, so much for everyone. You have gone out of the way, because when I remember when I met you during this meta health classes, and then that time I saw you. I mean, you used to go out of the way to make us understand small little things. You used to sit on the floor, used to, make it, make it possible for us to understand. You used to go out of the way. I mean, in a sense that you did not even bother that, yeah, it is actually troubling you, or maybe it is like too hectic for you, or it is, something like that. I mean, you have seen you, Anu. I mean, you are people's person. You live for people. You live for everyone. You have gone out of the way to help people. I remember when I also was undergoing so many problems, and when I had the sessions during the classes, I mean, the way you handled everything, the way you handle even now, I mean, the sessions that you are conducting, it is simply beyond imagination for a normal person. I mean, it's something, giving so much of time, 2 hours, 3 hours a night. After that, uploading the videos, sending the messages, contacting the people who want to participate, or the speakers. It is not easy, Anu. It is not easy. I mean, hats off to you, hats off to you. It's something beyond, I mean, no, nobody can even think, and then all these things you're doing just for us. What are you getting in return? Definitely, of course, it is, when you give something,
Shamla,
you get something in return.
I understood yesterday that, and very well said, Jay Verma said something very nice. Nobody does anything for anyone. And I believe nobody does anything for anyone. And I believe he was correct.
Yeah, it is somehow, it is definitely, it is somehow
we do things for ourselves to begin with, and if it accidentally helps someone, then it's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's who we are, and that's the real authenticity. Yet at
Yeah.
the same time, I do care very, very deeply about what happens to you all. The whole idea of these sessions was not to become an angel or God or anybody. The whole idea of
True
these
that.
sessions was, so I'll be very honest, I got scared. I've never faced a situation like that where I had to be in a lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think I'm an angel and I'm sitting at home, and then I should have no fears, right? There were immense fears in my mind. My daughter was coming back from UK, and we had to literally hide her in a hotel because for the first time it wasn't okay with someone coming back home from outside the country.
Mm-hmm.
Coronavirus had not still hit India in the way that it's hitting it now. So she took the last flight. She was so scared. She said, I need gloves and you will come like this. And I and Ramzan went in one car and the other car Arjun drove. We reached there. It was like the 007 James Bond movie where we kind of put her luggage inside, took her to a hotel, and she didn't want to stay at home because she didn't want to infect her poor parents. And according to her, one parent was so weak and frail who's got a heart problem, that's me, and I would die and her father would die because he's got diabetes. So she had all her fundas going, and they said, okay, what do you want to do? I want to stay in a hotel. No hotel was ready to take her. No hotel was ready to take her because the minute I said, from where is she coming? UK? Oh, that's not okay. If she was coming from Nasik or Nagpur, that would have been brilliant. So I said, now I have a situation in my hand. The places that I had worked all my life, I called them up. And I was honest. I was honest because Dr. Swayze says, be authentic. At the end of it, my authenticity did not work. So I had to bend my rules. And the rules that I bent were, I called up a hotel which was close by, from where we asked, where a restaurant is connected to it. Richard Fluke had stayed there. I called them up and I spoke lies for the first time. I said, a niece of mine is coming and she cannot stay with me. So my daughter became my niece and I had to wear this mask and go over there. I was not supposed to meet her. We were not even supposed to look at each other. It was quite a drama. 3 days she stayed in the hotel. After 3 days, she calls me up and says, Mom, come and pick me up, please. And I said, why? What happened now? No, I feel somebody will get into my room in the middle of the night. So we snooped her literally to the premises because nobody was allowing her to get her into the premises also. We had to take permission, write a letter and say, can I get my daughter back home?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to literally, we got her in the middle of the night so that nobody would see her, took her up, locked her up in the room, and then she was there for 12 days. So I've been through my own saga at that time, and I knew what was going on. And at the same time, we were running these sessions. It was about the anxiety I was feeling. I'm a people's person, you said. I needed to meet people. How was I going to make it possible? So I sat here with my little laptop, and the time that I spend with you guys, the 2 hours, are the best 2 hours of my life. You guys talk to me.
Yeah.
There are times in my house when my son is so busy doing his work. My daughter is so busy telling me that her exams are going on, I shouldn't disturb her. And my husband is a lost cause, so I don't know where he is. All of them are sitting in 3 different rooms, even during this time. And we're working together. There is so much of labor that is going on, cleaning the house, cooking the food 3 times, doing all that. And it's a pleasure to do it. I'm not saying, it's not a pleasure, but it's not easy. And this is my way, it's my way of having a party every evening with you guys.
Yes.
So when you think, oh God, I stood up for you, you know what? I stood up for myself. I'll be very honest.
This is how we exchange, like this is how it is. Like when we stand up for ourselves, definitely it helps the other person too. I also want to, conclude by one sentence that you have changed my life. These sessions have changed my life. And I love you, Anu. Thank you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
Okay, I will, you can raise your hand. Who wants to talk?
Anu, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Shamaila, can you please just share what changed in your life? What changed?
Well, my thinking has changed. I mean, like my perspective towards everything has changed. Because the sessions that I listened, there were many speakers. It was regarding your mind, body, soul, so many things. Like now, I am light in my head. I feel relaxed. Yes.
That's a big one. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Anu. Thank you so
That
much.
means a lot. Can you
I
all
owe you
raise
this.
your hands? You
I owe you this.
yourself, my dear. Thank you for being there.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too. Can you raise your hand so that I can unmute you? Because I don't want to keep calling out name. It feels like a school teacher calling out names. Now you get up and talk. Anybody would like to share, please raise your hand and I will ask you to unmute yourself. Okay, go Amita. Thank you for that.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Amita.
And first of all, I just like to thank you for these sessions. And I really feel that in these sessions, I have learned that there are no judgments. When we are doing this session, we even don't see how people are sitting, whether they are ready or not. We all are here to learn. Only that is the best part of it. Apart from that, in my personal life, I have felt that there are some changes are there definitely. And it's पहले एक्चुअली जब मेरी लड़ाई होती थी तो इट वाज लाइक कि जब तक चीजें सॉल्व नहीं होंगी ना तब तक मूड खराब रहेगा, सब कुछ खराब होगा, रोना है बस और परेशान रहना है, सब पे चीखना. बट इट्स लाइक मुझे अब लगता है कि चीजें सॉल्व हो जाएंगी.
Can someone translate her dialect, please?
She's just mentioning that before this, whenever she had any kind of argument, quarrel, or fight in the family, she would create a scene for a few days, cry, remain upset with herself. So that's what was there before. But after the sessions, she has the optimism and the changed attitude that things will definitely get solved and positively done.
Thank you for that, Amita.
Apart from this, I have learned that I would like to really thank Benifer also. She did one reading for me one day where she told me that I am trying to avoid either my work or my family. And at that time, actually, I was trying to avoid my work. I was not happy doing my job. But at that time, I realized that I should appreciate my job also. And it is something good for me. And I have something to learn there also. That is why I am in that role. And I am working on that front also. Not really good, but still, I have started to look at it with a positive perspective. And still learning the things.
Amita, problem क्या है हमारे देश में? I'm going to speak in Hindi. Archana, please translate. Problem क्या है हमारे देश में कि हम किसी को शाबाशी देते ही नहीं, शाबाशी भी देते हुए ना उसको थप्पड़ लगाते हैं.
You know, the problem in our country is basically that we do not pat anyone's back. We do not appreciate anyone. And if we pat so hard that it feels like a slap on the back.
So when you find out that you are important or you have a capacity, that's when, I can see what you're saying. You learn to appreciate yourself during this time. My father taught me very well. He sat down on that wheelchair, I don't know how long, and said he is useless. He's just sitting there meant a lot to me. He just being there and nodding his head, even when he was almost a vegetable, meant he wasn't a vegetable for me, he was my father. We think so low of ourselves that we have never risen above that.
Even about the appreciation, as you talked in the starting, actually before my marriage, I used to feel everybody was like, that I am a topper, I can do anything. After marriage, I never received that appreciation.
Yeah.
But still, with these sessions, I have learned that I have to appreciate myself and I have to respect myself for who I am.
Yes. And thank you for that.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're so beautiful. Thank you. Anybody else would like to share? I would really appreciate if you put your hand up and then share rather than me calling your name out. Thank you. Could Ashish share, please? Thank you. Ashish.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, thank you very much for this sessions. And uh, for me, when the lockdown started, everything is like, how can I handle this? Because initially, first 3-4 days was good, so I'm happy. But after that, everything is changed. Like I start feeling lonely. There's no one to talk, so I start waiting for 9:30. Like when there is a 9:30 will come, and then I was there in class and I learned. And in every session I learned so many things, like how to handle yourself, because after 2-3 weeks I found that there is nobody to help you when you are in difficult conditions. So you have to learn how to handle yourself. So this is a one of the big learning for me for my whole life. And right now, this is the first time I am speaking in front of so many people. So this is really like right now I'm feeling very happy, because I'm expressing myself. There's so many people always told me like, you are never express yourself, just start expressing yourself. So for me, this session was really amazing. And you were the first time I met you at on 6th of March in this year. And after that, I want like when I will meet again, when I will meet again. And within a 20 days, every day, I'm with you. So this is really like my wish come true.
Ashish, we also got used to you being around. Yeah. It's pleasure to have you here and it's pleasure to hear you express. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And ma'am, I learned so many
For
things.
very long time, Ashish. Okay, sorry, Ashish, but just want to mention for very long time, Ashish was only male candidate in the group. Then later, few other.
The yang of our group.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Ma'am, but for me, like, I don't know why I'm feeling lonely so much nowadays. Everything is like, before lockdown, I'm very happy. Like, सब कुछ better है life में. There is nothing to worry. I can solve anything. But after that, maybe I'm start living with myself. I found I have so many like negatives in my life. So I'm working on that still. Like every day I'm finding something new about myself. So it's really difficult for me in this lockdown. But on the other hand, I really appreciate myself because I learned so many things and I'm working on that. So thank you very much.
I love the way you said, I'm learning to live with myself. Wow. That's a big one, Ashish. Helena, would you like to unmute yourself and speak? Thank you so much, Ashish.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, sweetheart. Love you.
Now visible. Yes, thank you, Anu, for amazing sessions. It must have been so hard work and a lot of work. 80 sessions is a lot. So I want to thank you meeting you, and I really appreciate everything you express and be yourself. And I remember you in Tallinn. I saw you, I heard you talking there, and I thought, wow, what a talent woman, asking so good questions. And then when we have met each other, we have either cried a lot or laughed a lot.
Yes.
And that's at the so deep soul level gratitude that I have also no words. I really hope that there would be a robot to translate all words that I would like to say, because I'm not so good at English. But
Helena,
and
you're not good at English, but
being
you're
visible.
beautiful. You're beautiful. Thank you. You're an amazing person.
Yeah. Thank you. And so thank you, Anu. Everything.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Hope
you.
to see you too.
Thank you. Renu, I can see your hand up, Renu. Would you like to
Hello, ma'am.
express yourself? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, I'd like to thank you and Sarita also for making me a part of this group. And after joining these sessions in initial days, whenever the session happens, I never asked questions. If you remember, even
Yes.
though I had a question, but I say no question because it is so difficult for me to speak that I'm not able to ask any questions. Although I have been in sales profile from last 10 years and I've sold insurances, but still I'm not able to speak what I feel. So these session has helped me. If I would have been the earlier Renu which was doing the first session, so when Dr. Kwesi said that today you have to express yourself, I would have left the meeting. But today I'm speaking, I must say I'm really thankful to you and to Sarita also, because after the session I used to go to her that today I felt this. So she said, why are you telling it to me? Why haven't you spoken in the group? Because I'm so scared while speaking. It becomes so difficult for me. I felt that it is better to keep my mouth shut instead of speaking. And I tell you, I've lost so much. I have so much fear of speaking that from my school days, I have not expressed what I felt, and I have lost many things because of that. Even after having, the talent which I have always lost because I've never spoke. And during college days also, at every place. So I must say that this session has given me a voice actually.
Wow.
I am able to speak.
We've never met Renu, right? In person?
You have met me. You can see me right now.
Oh, hi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
So, and even after doing every session, I have not done all the sessions. I've done few sessions, and whenever I came, I've in the end I've gone with peace and always felt better after doing the sessions. And I'm really thankful that I'm able to speak. I feel so happy.
Wow.
And I have always tears in my eyes, and today I don't have any tears.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Happy. Thank
Congratulations.
You so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Aarti.
Hi, Anu.
Hi.
So I'll start with one thing. If you said that you had Dr. Kwesi and Richard Fluke, so then we have Anu Mehta. So for me, that is what I want to start with, because you know me, my journey started being with one quiet girl in the class, and I think I have evolved a lot over these years. These sessions also has created a strength within me. We all had fears. It's not that I don't feel fearful today also. You know exactly what happened in my mom's house, which I called up and mentioned to you. So these things obviously bring out the fear in us. But every time that fear comes, I only remember certain things about the whole sessions that we've had on these days. And I think that helps us hold ourselves also. The another thing that I realized in this close down is there are people I have not forgiven, and I don't want to forgive. We always put this thing of forgiveness, which is a very big concept in the healing world, that we have to forgive, we have to forgive. and we hold ourselves so strong that we have to forgive people. But there are times which I need to acknowledge within myself that I don't want to forgive a person, and that's okay completely. And I have made peace with that thing, that okay, I might not be able to forgive that person as of now. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, whether I'll forgive that person, but as of now, I don't want to forgive, and that's completely okay with me. I've made peace with that. And I realize how supportive my husband is. I always complain. And I have seen him as a completely changed person in this whole close down. A guy who never helped me in anything, he stood up and helped. And he is not an animal person. He likes animals from far. He told me, you get Angel to your home and let Angel stay here. And we were all three of us sleeping in the same bed. So that is big transformation for me to see him accepting animals the way I am accepting. So these things have stood up for me, that, you know, like I always felt, or I always blamed, that I am in this pain of all my after marriage because of my husband. But I just realized that how he has transformed. And I think that awareness came because I started spending more time. My work was my escape from home. And I started realizing that also. So because I have to face all those things. So it's been a very transformative journey, because all these sessions brought up something. It also educated us in a manner which I don't think we would have been able to, even if things were open, we would have not been able to gather this kind of education, this kind of knowledge that we got. And I think each one in this forum is transformed because of you, because you brought this together, you sowed the seed, and I think it will grow, it will benefit everyone. So thank you for that. And this has been my experience with the close down.
Thank you, Aarti. And just for people to know, she was very mild what happened in my mother's house, where the whole roof fell off in her mother's house.
Yes.
And her mother and her dog got saved. Nothing happened to them. They were scratch free. So she's very lucky that all the people that she loves are still there, despite there was a leakage in the building and the roof just fell off. Thank you so much, Aarti.
Thank you.
Rahi, go ahead, please. Rahi has raised her hand.
Yes, Anu, I just wanted to thank one quiet, calm member of our family, Dr. Kwesi. He's a lovely person, and
yes,
it's also a good, secure feeling that he's there. And our dear little Sarso, she's always so polite every time when she asks or tells us about your workshops or what is going to happen, some programs. She's so polite and so inviting. Sweet angel she is.
She's very good.
She's very sweet, very sweet. And Benefer also.
Thank
Diligently,
you.
she's been reading cards for every one of us. Thank you very much.
More than a month now, and she hasn't charged me a penny for it, guys. Nothing.
So sweet.
And to be really honest, like I said, you know, there are some people in your life who whether they are there or they're not there physically with you. For me, that's Dr. Kwesi, Richard Fluke, my father, my mom. Even if they're not there or they are there, they will always be there in my heart. And they are somebody who I've never felt, oh, you know, if she will grow, she'll be a competition, or she will, you know, do something. It's always been, you can do it. And that one person you should always have in your life, really. Thank you, Rahi.
Thank you.
Dr. Rashmi Arora. Dr. Rashmi. I think she's been trying to come online for a long time, but for some reason she's not able.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? My net connection is weird today.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. And I just wanted to come in because I have not been regular in a few days.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have been listening to everybody.
Thank you.
And at that time,
Connection is gone.
when you told us in our class, यार मेरा ये करने को मन है, अच्छा ऐसा करते हैं. And it's really a journey. 2 months and more, 2 months and 3 days to be precise.
Yeah, 2 months, 3 days, and we will continue
Yes.
as long as it's required, but not every day. I cannot do it every day
I know.
anymore.
It's really,
I need to be
really,
kind to myself.
it's really straining on self. I understand.
No, it's not straining. It's not straining. I need to be kind to myself because I need to be, if I'm stressing myself over something, and this is not a stress, I love doing what I'm doing. At the same time, I need to take myself off from, my everyday duties for 3 hours. And right now, Divya's exams are going on, and she has to give her master's exam in a lockdown. So it's a lot that everybody's coping up with. So I don't want to put any additional burden on anyone.
I would like to thank both of you as my mentors, you and Dr. Kwesi, and each one of you here, everybody. It's been a journey.
And just for people who don't know, Rashmi Arora is the person who's been writing everything about the close down. We've been using her dialogues, we've been using her write-ups. She's always been someone who's edited my articles. She's a trainer in north of India. And yeah, she's brilliant. She's a homeopath doctor. She's really, really from the heart, and she loves what she does. Sometimes you have to push a little bit, but then she really, once she takes off, she takes off. And that's again, she's got so much of strength in her. It's amazing. Thank you, Rashmi, for being there.
Thank you so much for being there. It's all, I mean, ऐसा होता है ना जैसे हाथ पकड़ के वो चल लेता है. You held my hand throughout. Thank you so much, Anu.
Thank you. Dhruti, you would like to share something?
Yeah, no.
Go ahead.
So first of all, I would like to ask Dr. Kwesi, when are we learning 64 keys?
Crazy. You need to answer that. They've all been asking me this. I said, I don't know.
Well, I always told Anu, let's wait and find out when the lockdown is over, but it seems to be a never-ending story. So, so tomorrow I will tell you.
So we enjoy learning during lockdowns.
Yeah. So tomorrow I will tell you. I will have a look at my schedule because I'm in a new clinic where the work is very intensive, and I have to look at my schedules now. So we can start in mid-June. Yeah, we can start in June.
Thank you, Dr. Kwesi. I really worked on the online site that you have given us. It is amazing. It is amazing. I really liked it. And thank you for that.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
And for other thing that I would like to share is the EFT, Meta, Matrix, all these were alien concept. The first time when I met Anu, I am from a finance background. I never knew about all these things. And when I did meet her, things went, I was in a very offensive family and things were so bad that I didn't have a choice, but I had to make few decisions. From there, I am at a very good place today. All these things have helped me and worked. It's brilliant. And the way Anu works, she's more to me than a friend, a mentor. I always call her the angel of my life, and she is that. And these sessions definitely have helped me a lot. Though I have not been attending these sessions regularly tonight, but I have been in touch with Anu since long, and I know the way she works, and it's brilliant. It changes it empowers you, it gives you a lot of different perspective to look at life and to manage and handle yourself. Thank you, Anu, for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Duty, for studying everything. And just for everybody to know, Dr. Kwesi is doing MetaVision program, and he's doing it with Penny Carroll in UK. I will send you the link. If any one of you want to enroll, you could. So just letting you know, he's doing MetaVision, the exact MetaVision that he was teaching us.
Not in the UK, online.
Online. Okay. Penny's in UK, so, and he's in Germany, so online. Okay. So any one of you want to join in, you can. I would love to join in again, Dr. Kwesi. Just let me know when it's possible. So next person, Sarita.
Hello, ma'am. First of all, I would like to say thank you for these sessions has made me meet myself. So the people who know me, they know that I would be the quietest person on this earth. I think I will be like quiet for hours, not speaking a word. I'm sorry. So the most important thing that I learned is that I can be myself, and I can deal with everything that I'm facing. Not only the problems with the lockdown started, but the things in my life were on roller coaster since 1 month before the lockdown. Everything was going haywire in my life, and after the lockdown, I just felt that I'll not find a way out. But these sessions have made me realize that I can find my way out, and I can deal with people, and I can face people. And I would like to say thank you to you, because you gave me an opportunity to speak. And I would like to say thank you to Rashmi ma'am also, because if she would have not been there, I would have never be what I am today. So I'm really thankful, and I'm thankful to everyone. I'm thankful to Aarti, because I have not only dog at my house, I have a cow and a buffalo too. And since listening to her, I just feel more connected to everyone. And I feel that I can read their eyes now, and I can talk to them, and they talk to me. They tell me when they are unwell. They talk to me when they are happy. So I'm really happy, and I'm really thankful to you for doing the tapping sessions with us. And because my father would always feel that I'm doing things like they are the most waste things on the earth. So one day I talked to my father and did his tapping, and he told me that he is scared of the lockdown. And I felt like Papa he would be the last person who would tell me that he is feeling scared or he is not feeling happy. So I just recognized that day my father told me that he is not feeling happy and he is scared. He is not able to meet his friends. And at that day, he just hugged me and said, thank you. So I could just feel the warmth when he hugged me and said, thank you. And I'm just grateful to these sessions, and I'm grateful to you. And I'm really thankful. Thank you so much.
Today's been quite a session, man. I mean, kitna rulaoge?
I was not raising my hand because I know I will just cry a lot while speaking.
You know, it's Dr. Kwesi who wanted homeopathy and mental health to be connected together. And you're a brilliant doctor.
And ma'am, you know, I just also told you that day कि मैं आपको message ही नहीं कर पाई. When you called me and said, why didn't you reply? I was so scared to reply. I was like in a state of anxiety that how will I speak, and should I reply to ma'am or should I just escape this route and just stop attending the sessions? I was very scared to reply to you, but I'm just really thankful that I chose to attend these sessions. And one most beautiful thing happened is like मुझे समझ में आया कि दोस्त किसी भी एज और किसी भी तरीके के हो सकते हैं. I just always felt that I am a very friendless kind of a person. I don't have friends, but after these sessions, I feel that I have made a family out of my family, and I no more feel that I am a friendless person. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Seema. Thank you, Sarita. सीमा जी.
Yes जी, हाँ जी.
कैसे हो?
Hello everybody.
How are you?
Hello. Good, good. So I think we all are sailing in the same boat. All of us are like, got this. आज क्या emotional bounded हो गया क्या पूरा class का?
I mean,
So
thanks.
anyway,
Dr. Kwesi started, lit the candle. Dr. Kwesi, what did
I
you
know.
do today? This is a
I
tough
was just
one.
wondering. I'm just wondering what surprise is this? Is this the surprise or what? Like,
I think
Khair,
it's the
any-
most authentic talk, basically from heart, and sometimes it's good to let the tears flow.
Yeah. So, well, I never had planned to say anything, but yes, as of now, what I can say is like, I've realized one thing, that we all are warrior in our life. And to become a skilled warrior is very, very important now. So this is what, with every sessions of yours, Anu, 80 of them, there was something or the other where, I could pick up something or the other and I could relate to it. And then I have like, promised to myself, ki nahi, abhi, now I'm going to do like this, I'm going to do like that, for a better person, or maybe for the better life, or what, I don't know, but changes thoda sa. But yes, I can say, like, a skilled warrior is very important to live your life now. And with all these the crowd over here, all the doctors, Dr. Rashmi, Dr. Aarti, Dr. Manorama, Dr. Vinayfa, Dr. Karuna. Yes, Karuna, not Corona. So I feel like I'm like one unpad jahil Bhavan. What am I doing
Like
here?
nobody uneducated.
So I thought somewhere, maybe I've been fooled. I've been pulled. I've been duped to be here by Anu Mehta.
नहीं सीमा जी, मैं भी हूँ आपके साथ, टेंशन मत लो. मैं हूँ आपके साथ, मेरे नाम के आगे डॉक्टर नहीं है.
Exactly, like I was feeling like out of place. I said, ये मेरे लिए थोड़ी जगह है. But then I said, what the hell? मैं जब तक हूँ, मैं को इधर बुलाया जा रहा है, मैं आ रही हूँ, Anu's talking, मैं सुन रही हूँ, मैं बोल रही हूँ. Who cares, So it was a very, very nice interaction with all these ladies and with all these people over here and with all the guests over here. And the best part, I must say, one mentor comes, okay, and then there's another mentor who's coming. So, there is a line of mentor now in my life. I'm not saying the mentor is going, Anu, mind you, huh? The mentor is not going anywhere, but another mentor is coming. So, Dr. Kwesi, I guess most welcome. And I think in this lockdown, we are much more active and our grasping power is much more. So even I'm waiting for your 64 keywords. Thank you so much. And
sorry? Say something for you. Seema ji, doctor is just a title. What I have learned from Anu, being a chemical engineer, being a textile engineer, and she taught me medical science.
Yeah. So, but yaar, my
background is disconnected.
My background is textile.
Before my phone gets disconnected, I thought I should pass this on.
Okay.
नहीं पर वो डॉक्टर जो वर्ड है, मेरे तो लाइफ मेरे दिमाग में तो सियप्पा कर दिया. But then I said, what the hell? आप लोग हो गए डॉक्टर, मैं भी कुछ कम नहीं हूँ.
So what if you guys are doctors? I'm also not less, is what Seema is saying.
आप image के डॉक्टर हैं.
So I would like to acknowledge a few people. Would anybody still like to talk? Dr. Kwesi, Shivi wants to do an interview with you. So if you can kindly wait. She's been waiting for quite some time and I'm sorry I couldn't pass the message to you. So I just wrote it down. But she's been waiting actually for the last 1.5 years to take the interview from you. So if that's possible today, that would be really great. She'll be really grateful.
I want to say something.
At least, Shivi, you could ask in front of everyone, because what he's going to tell you could even help everyone. Would you like to do that? Would you like to ask a few questions to Dr. Kwesi, which would benefit everyone? Yes, Dr. Kwesi. If only.
Dr. Archana wants to share something.
Yes, Dr. Archana.
Okay. Just let me know if you all can hear this.
Yes, we can.
Hello. Sorry, I think I was on mute, so I couldn't be heard by anybody. So it's great to have you here with us, Dr. Kwesi. And I remember having seen you once in Mumbai when ENU had organized a very big conference on meta health. And at that time, I had asked you for an interview, and you had...
Go a minute. Shiviji, go a minute.
Sorry.
Dr. Kwesi, this is a very beautiful ghazal. Anuji, whenever you get time, please एक बार हम सब की तरफ से listen to this. This is a ghazal which basically means that please light the lamp to remove the darkness. And that's exactly what Anu Mehta has been doing. Everybody has talked so much that I really don't have much to add, just to say that she is actually that lamp which is there in all our people's life, which removes any kind of darkness. To remove any kind of darkness, you just need a small lamp. That's it. That's how Diwali started in India. When Sri Ram was coming back, that was exactly the day of Amavasya, when there is no moon. So everybody was very concerned that how will he come in the darkness to Ayodhya? That was his kingdom. So one small diya, a small lamp, said, I will burn. And then it was followed by the lightning of the whole of our country. And that is exactly what Anu Mehta is doing. That beautiful lamp that she herself is, and she lightens every one of us. Love you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Over to Shivi.
Yeah.
Hello.
So
Sorry, Shivi. Just a suggestion if you wish to take. If you want recording of the interview, then we can do it at last so that we can create a separate recording.
Yes,
And
I will do that.